It's like when you close your eyes and you're in it.
Yeah.
But see, I didn't understand how to be in it. You know, I kept thinking, well, let me put it this way. I was trying to think.
So you, because of the academic background.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about songwriters on songwriting. One of the greatest songwriters living in this day, 2025, Lionel Richie, recently went on Joe Rogan and he dropped some jewels. This was the first jewel.
He walked in with a paper and he had written these lyrics. No, man, he is scatting at the microphone.
Really?
Oh, say the baby, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, what am I watching?
Wow.
And then he said, bring the microphone over to the couch. He's on the couch, singing in the couch in the control room. What am I watching? what's happening? In other words, it was just so organic and so, you know, because you think about the orchestra and they're there and no, man, this is inside of a wonderful dream of watching creativity just explode with no doors, no windows, no walls. And he was making this up in real time.
Wow.
You're talking about freestyle. My man was freestyling, coming up with some of the greatest lyrics ever on life's planet. And I kept thinking, okay, so let me go back and put that in my little hamper.
So did he have an idea of where he was going with these songs?
I think he had a feeling about the idea. But did he know the exact words? You know, it's like when you close your eyes and you're in it.
Yeah.
But see, I didn't understand how to be in it.
Now, what do you take away from that? Marvin Gaye is one of the greatest singers of all time. One of the greatest entertainers of all time. One of my biggest influences of all time. And what Lionel is saying right there, ladies and gentlemen, I keep preaching about this as an MPC producer, but let's talk to the vocalists out there. Let's talk about to the singers, right? It's, yo, you have to feel this. We cannot manufacture this. We are nothing but an antenna, okay? We have to be in a zone of comfort and pain, somewhere right in between of an uncomfortability. David Bowie equates it to that part of the water right where you realize you can't touch your feet on the ground. And you are just there, in between safety and agony. Now, maybe that's a bit dramatic, but what I'm saying is you have to be in the moment. You have to be this vessel that just allows whatever to come in and to take it and to run with it. There are a couple more genius gems, jewels that came out of Lionel Richie's mouth in this podcast. To be honest, I thought that I wasn't going to enjoy this podcast. Dancing on the ceiling was never really my forte. The Commodores, on the other hand, there's a poster right behind you, you know. It definitely gets slippery when it's wet, if I can say so. Baby, you are a brick house. She's mighty, mighty. What else does he have to say? Because, wow, let's just think about this man's legacy. There's a couple more here, like this one right here.
Music. And he kept saying, and the way you turned that vocal around, it came back down to that augmented seventh over a raised ninth. And I kept saying, I can't read music.
Wow.
So I try to tell them, listen, forget the notes. Can the crowd sing your song? If they can't sing your song, dazzling them with notes is not going to get it. That's the first thing. That's for the guys who can read and write and do the full Juilliard and Berkeley and Killer. That's for them. Now, for the kids who are just brilliant, by the way, and they know their music, but they don't know how to receive. My answer now is, now that you know the technical, forget it.
Ooh.
Now, tell me what you're feeling. Now play that. And instead of playing 15 chords, play one, and hum as much as you can holding that one chord. And then when you get tired of putting everything in that one chord, that's the second chord coming up.
Hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone. I almost pulled the car over when I heard him say that. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as songwriters, how often do we dance around the fret? How often do we hop up and down the keys? Ladies and gentlemen, do you hear the words coming out of his mouth? This man just said, play one chord. When I heard that, it was like, never thought about that. I've been writing music for a very, very long time. I was blessed when I was probably in 4th grade to receive a Casio, maybe 61 keyboard. Maybe it was a 61. Maybe it was a 61. It felt like less than 61. Regardless of how many keys it had, I played that thing. I played it and I was glad to play it. And I went into learning Benny Goodman and the Beatles long before I would fall in love with jazz and rock and roll. I knew nothing about it. But my point is, shortly after that, I would begin crafting songs. And for me, when it comes to songwriting, I always think about 4 chords. I always think about 4 chords, but it's more than that. Because less is more than that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you hear the genius coming out of this man's mouth? You need to listen to this podcast. I'm going to continue this conversation a little bit more, but you need to hear the whole thing. Maybe you're not a fan of Joe Rogan. I am. Except when he's talking about artificial intelligence. Joe, have you lost your mind? Are you crazy? Stop saying that madness. Watch this video if you want to hear my take on that conversation. But, as I said, I usually really like what Joe Rogan has to say. Usually. And I find him to be an incredible man because he can have a conversation with anyone about anything and damn near make it very, very interesting. You know, I'm thinking about that artificial intelligence video and how much he made me upset. And I was so upset initially when I was hearing him saying that. So I wanted to curse and scream. But let's not curse and scream. Let's keep it PG. And let's continue these jewels. These gems, these diamonds coming out of Lionel Richie's mouth. Listen to this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Just listen.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Because what happens is musicians, they want to go, we are the bang.
Yeah.
No. Stop playing. Bang, we are the world. Bang, we are, just keep holding that go. Bang, we are the ones that make a brighter day. Well, that's not good, baby. Bang, there's a bang.
Yeah.
Now you change.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Because if you confuse me and you dazzle the world with all of your musicianship,
Crazy.
you just miss the melody that the whole world can sing.
You miss the purity.
You miss the purity.
Yeah.
In the octagon, it only takes one.
Jim. I'm talking about one of the craziest moments of me being a songwriter, like E equals MC squared. I have never been struck like that by such a profound arrangement of words, because I've never thought about that and thought about music like that. You know, we as musicians, we think that we want to entertain and dazzle, but it's not about entertaining and dazzle. Sure, maybe you could make this crazy, intricate beat on the MPC, but at the end of the day, can you make a song? Songwriters on songwriting, MPC users, can you dig it? I hope so. Is there anything left here?
Do they get it when you try to tell it to you? Or is it one of those things like, you're going to have to live more?
You're going to have to live more.
Yeah.
Because remember now, when Marvin said to me, He was giving me the words of wisdom when Norman Whitfield, who wrote Cloud 9 and all these, just amazing Temptation songs. Dun 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 dun. Cloud 9, dun you be what you wanna be. Dun dun you don't need no responsibility. Dun 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 dun. Everybody come in now. Dun 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 dun. He's playing one note.
Wow.
Okay, they hadn't changed yet. He wrote the whole first verse. Okay, ball of confusion. Dun 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 dun. He's still on one note.
Wow.
Okay. It takes time to understand what that master just told you.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah.
And then once you understand the simplicity is the secret. The simplicity is the secret.
It's like when you go to a restaurant and they put too much sauce on the steak.
I could have given you a better answer.
You didn't have to do that.
Just give me some chicken.
Yeah.
Give me fried chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, give me baked chicken.
Don't
give me
get crazy.
smothered chicken. Don't
You
get
don't
too.
have to get crazy.
Right. And at the end, just give me an apple pie. just give me key lime pie, man. Just you know what I'm saying? Give me a lemon meringue.
Yeah.
Give me pumpkin pie.
You
Come
don't
on.
have to get crazy.
Don't get. But we have a deconstructed.
Yeah.
And I go, just put it together. Put the whole thing together and give it to me. That's
Because
all.
that's sometimes with some music, it's one of the things you can't connect to. It's like it's overcomplicated. And you hear some music and it's like, God, there's so much going on. And then you hear some acoustic version of a song. You're like, oh my God.
That's it.
Oh my God. Yeah. You just hear the pick scratching across the strings. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah, Mr. Gordy. I've known him enough now where I can say Barry, but he's clearly Mr. Gordy.
Clearly.
He taught me the greatest line ever. I went to him and I met him in the hallway, and he would never, ever say, "Oh, congratulations, you got a hit record." That's not what he would say. He'd always say, "Oh, Marvin's got a hit. Marvin's got a smash coming out." I go, "Mr. Gordy, I just want to let you know I have a #1 record." That's nice. Marvin's got one coming out. It's going to be a smash. And then, what do you have next?